guys, good morning. My name is Crystal. I hope everyone's had a good start to the weekend. I'm here in my flat in Rochester and I've just come back from taking my lovely dog Max, my chihuahua, out for a walk. Opposite me is a van with pest control on it. Pest control? So obviously there is some kind of pest problem in the area because there's a van opposite my flat with pest control and it's gone to the opposite apartments. We've just still got little black boxes with obviously may contain rat poison, but they've been left there for almost a month. I don't know what's happening to them, but obviously the flat next door to me is empty and someone at some point will be moving in there, and it looks like the flats have pest problems, rodents, mice, rats, whatever. I told you I saw a rat or a black mouse in the bin store. But now they've cleaned the rubbish out, perhaps the mice problem would disappear because mice are attracted to discarded rubbish, food, rubbish, takeaways on the floor, things like that. So if you keep the bin store clean, probably the rat and rodent problem will disappear. So, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1846, the first anaesthetized tooth extraction was performed. Before that, there was no anesthetic. Ouch.
Tell me about teeth extractions. I know all about that and anaesthetic. So Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 10:42 a.m.
I'm not going out with my camera filming at the moment because I'm sick and tired of it. Yet again, someone bent over in front of me. I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny. They know when you're coming out the flat because I was humming and hawing what to wear, guys, because it's really hot. We've got, it's like July weather and it's October, isn't it, soon? It's October. And Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 17 degrees Celsius.
Well, it feels,
today, you can expect a high of 19 degrees.
So it's really warm for September. It's over 20 degrees in my flat and I was sweating buckets. And I thought, shall I wear shorts? And I thought, no, I won't wear shorts. It can't be that hot. Not when it's getting on for October. So I put a pair of trousers on. I felt too hot in them. Took them off, tried shorts, and I thought, no, I can't wear shorts. I'm going to look stupid in shorts. And then I settled on these thinner leggings, these grey leggings, because it is really hot for September. So I changed my clothes about 3 or 4 times, and I had a bin bag of rubbish. I wasn't filming anything, I didn't have my camera. So I went downstairs and put rubbish in the bin store, in the bin, and I went across the road and there was a man pushing a baby and he was bent over with his bum facing me, a guy pushing a pram. So I just smirked to myself and I walked past around him up to the top where the builders are working, and there was just one old man on the field with a white cap on, because when I went to the doctors at Maritime Health, Reg said to me, "You've got a nice hat on." My white hat, my white cap, I washed it and I put it on the dryer. My white cap, it came from Primark. It's a lady's cap. It's a lady's baseball cap. And I went to see this doctor at Maritime Health called Reg. And Reg was the name of one of my dad's mates who rode a motorcycle and he worked at Brompton Barracks. So Reg said to me, "That's a nice cap you've got on," and he asked me to take it off, and I hadn't had my roots done, so I've done my hair, haven't I? So he said, "You've got a nice hat." So there's an old man of about 80 walking around the field all hunched over, walking his dog with what looks like my white cap on that I wear sometimes. And for the past 2 or 3 days I haven't been wearing a baseball cap. I was doing it to cover up my roots. I wanted to get my roots done. So dyeing your hair is a pain in the arse experience when you do it at home. But it costs a fortune at the hairdressers to dye your hair. It costs an absolute fortune, and you're stuck under hair dryers and God knows what else, and it breaks your hair. So I'd rather dye my hair myself at home. So I'd got 2 sachets of hair dye, one copper, one ruby red, and I thought, well, let's see what happens if we mix those 2 colours together. So I think the top of my hair has come out ruby red and the bottom of it has come out copper. So it's a mixture of ruby red and copper, this hair colour. And I got dye sachets which are temporary, which are less harsh on your hair and no chemicals, from eBay. And they were only about £4 a packet. So I've done the hair myself. I've done my own hair, I've dyed it, I haven't gone to the hairdressers, and it's come out red and copper, which is what I mixed. I mixed it myself and did it myself. No one does my hair for me, I did it myself. I did it yesterday. So I could use a cap when I want to cover the roots in my hair. Like when your hair, that's why a lot of people do wear caps. They cover their head with a cap because they're bald underneath and they look younger with a cap on, and then when you take a cap off you see someone who they really are. Now I was using a cap to cover up the roots. Sometimes I will put a cap on if it's raining. Instead of using an umbrella or putting a heavy coat on, I put a cap on and my waistcoat. But we all wear caps on and off, hats. It's how you personally express yourself, and it's up to you. It's nobody else's business. I haven't got the time to follow people about and take the mickey out of them. I haven't got the time. Time is precious, and I want to get as much into my life as possible. Right? You're here, then you're gone. Why waste your time upsetting somebody? It's not worth it. Get on with what you're doing. It's a lovely day. Go for a walk, go out, go somewhere. Don't annoy me because I'm not interested. I'm not taking any notice of it anymore. It's childish and pathetic. And if you really do want to make fun of me, make sure you do it properly. Put a waxwork of me in Madame Tussauds and take the piss out of me that way. At least it'll be in there for a long time because you'll all disappear and the waxwork will still be there, won't it? So if you really want to take the piss, make a spitting image puppet out of me, or do a waxwork image of me and put it in Madame Tussauds. And then everyone can laugh every day, can't they? Because what does spitting image do? Take the piss out of people and you get laughed at. Everyone gets made fun of. Piers Morgan was talking to someone that made fun of him. We all take the piss out of, even celebrities. Just get on with it and ignore it. It's part of the parcel, isn't it, of being a human being. People take the mickey. So I got onto the field. There was just one old guy with a white baseball cap. I took Max off the lead and we had a lovely time listening to music and just walking around the field. And then when I start to come off, because I actually uploaded a video to TikTok, a couple comes on and they see me and they take the dog off the lead, and it's a big brown dog, and it starts bounding over, and then I'm a different person now. I turned round, I looked, and they put the dog back on the lead, because I thought, no, I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not in the mood. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to get cross, but I'm not having dogs jumping all over me, thank you. And they put the dog back on the lead. Because he's got his kids up there, they are making a noise, but I'm not angry, right? I'm not angry, I'm not upset, and I'm not being forced out of my flat when I don't want to go out. And today, I don't want to go out anywhere. It's too hot, I sweat, and I want to save my money for maybe a trip to London. I haven't been on the London Eye, I haven't been to Madame Tussauds, I haven't been to Traitors Gate, I haven't been to the Tower of London. I've seen Big Ben under construction, but I haven't seen it with the scaffolding off. I haven't been to the Houses of Parliament. I'd like to go for a boat ride across the Thames. There's things I want and would like to do rather than stuck indoors, being made fun of, and every couple of weeks, have thunderclaps on the ceiling. I want a change of scenery. I'd like to do something different. It's getting repetitive, it's getting boring, and it doesn't accomplish anything because I'm not going to knock on the door, however loud it gets. It doesn't bother me anymore. You see, if you keep doing the same thing to someone over and over and over again, they get used to it and they find ways to cope with it, and then you're the loser because it's done and dusted. What annoyed me once doesn't annoy me anymore. If you keep doing something, somebody gets used to it and they expect it and they're ready for you. So I came off the fields and I've come back into my flat, right? And I live in Rochester. And my mother hasn't dyed her hair orange, has she? And she's probably still having her bathroom done up in Chatham, having her bathroom all kitted out and redone. My mother hasn't rung this morning, but she rung last night, no doubt. So my mum rang yesterday. Information. She rang at 10 a.m, 3 p.m, and at 8:27 p.m. yesterday. She hasn't rung this morning. She hasn't rung. So just look through my messages. Royal Mail. Your MB Housewares Limited parcel is due Monday the 2nd of October 2023 between 10:58 a.m. and 1:58 p.m. So I can't go anywhere Monday. I'm expecting a parcel. Magic Toy Shop. Well, you know why we're getting pests and rodents? Because it's too hot. It's too hot for the time of the year here in Great Britain. It's too hot. That is global warming. It's not natural heat. It's because we're overpopulated. Car exhaust fumes are polluting the air. There's more cars on the road. And as I was saying to somebody, years in the future, here in Great Britain, we won't know what winter is. We won't have snow because we're just more overpopulated. And more cars on the road than there was ever before, and it's killing the air that we breathe. Where people used to have one car, some people have got 6 or 7. Anyway, guys, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I can't breathe in this heat. I'm not walking on foot to get overheated and, you know, almost pass out. There at times you would like it to be a bit cooler, not obviously freezing cold because you have to put the electric on and the cost of living is a fortune, but it doesn't feel like there's any air in this flat at all to breathe. Don't let people stop you expressing yourself either, because I did. Don't let people stop expressing yourself. It's none of their business. It's none of their business. It's up to you what you want to wear, what you want to look like. I've been told nobody knows who I am. You know, nobody would look at me anyway. So, I mean, I'm going to dress and colour my hair the way I want to. You only live once. And if you follow everybody else, you're going to be gone in no time. And no one will give a fuck anyway. People that bully, they bully because they've got something wrong with them. They have. And if someone wants to follow you around laughing at you, they really have got a problem. How much time and money is wasted on bullying when they could be doing something else, making their own life better, but they make it more sad because the more they bully, the more they eat themselves up and the more they age. Because worry and stress make you older and makes your face go all cracked and wrinkled. I like it when the field is empty. I like it when I've got the field to myself because I can do what I want to do and I've got nobody pestering me. And I have got a head full of hair. It's thick and it's curly. And I've always had curly, thick hair. And I'm very lucky because I'm going through the menopause and it's not thinning, it's getting thicker, which I'm grateful for. And it's my own hair as well. And if you go back to pictures of me as a baby, I had thick hair as a child, as a teenager and as a young woman. And I'm very lucky with my hair and I'm grateful for that. So bullies, stick that up your ass and smoke it. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day, guys, but don't let anybody get you down because at the end of the day, right, I wasted my whole school life worrying about bullies. And then they just ruined my whole school experience. I didn't get any proper qualifications and they ruined my school life. If I went back to school now, I would tell them all to fuck off and do one. See you later.